So from August 22nd to August 24th, 2025, I had the amazing opportunity to go to Anime Magic for the very first time. And I'm going to start off the video by saying this. I fucking love that convention. What a con, you guys. What a con. The vibes in there were absolutely fantastic. The staff was friendly. Some of the attendees were friendly. And there was just so much to do. So I want to give a big, fat thank you to two of my homies. Anime Warrior and Anime War Spartan for telling me about this convention, and it is now in the top 3 of my favorite Rosemont cons. The first one is ASIN, the second one is Fan Expo, strike that, reverse that. The first one is Anime Magic, the second one is ASIN, and the third one is indeed Fan Expo. So for today's video, since August is officially drawing to a close, starting tomorrow, we'll be in September, that means we have 3 months left to enjoy 2025. And this is my very first Anime Magic haul. Without any further ado, let's get started. Roll that intro. What's up, Warlord Squad? My name is Anime Warlord, and welcome back to the channel. I apologize that my channel has been sort of dormant for a little while. That's because after Anime Magic, I had to get some dental work done, and I just basically had some other stuff going on, but nothing too deep or nothing too personal. I just basically was busy with other stuff after I got my dental work done, and that's the main reason why that the haul is a little bit late to the party and the highlight videos are a little bit late to the party. The highlight video will be coming out a couple of days into September because, believe it or not, we're on the last day of August. That is absolutely crazy to think. I apologize, I keep on fixing my glasses. I need to get new glasses eventually because like these are starting to fall off my face. But nonetheless, I am well, I am fine, and the post-con blues has just long gone by, and I'm really looking forward to showing you guys what I got at Anime Magic this year. Once again, I say, like I said before at the beginning of this video, this con was absolutely fucking amazing, and I really do want to go back again next year. What cons will I be attending next year? Well, you're going to have to wait and see. Alright, without any further ado, let's get started. Okay, so first and foremost, I want to showcase my badge and the cute little lanyard that it came with it. So, these are the Anime Magic mascots, and the people who run the convention say that they're all OCs, and I find them adorable. And my good friend Anime Warrior says that every year Anime Magic happens, they have a theme. This year's theme was the beach episode. I can understand why they invited various other voice actors who played in ecchi anime. So their OCs are in like swimsuit attire. That is really cool. And I put a number 1 on my badge because this was indeed my first Anime Magic. And the people at the Hyatt were so kind, they actually gave me a ribbon that says my very first Anime Magic, all covered in hearts, which I find absolutely amazing. And the lanyard is really cute too. It says Anime Magic and Gangnam Market because Gangnam Market was also there, which is a store in Chicago I eventually want to visit someday because my good buddy Jabril says to me that Gangnam Market is really cool too. And on the back here, you know, it's just basically what you would expect. You know, the vendor hours Friday through Saturday was 10:30 a.m. to 7 p.m. and Sunday was 10:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. And there is a barcode where you can see the schedule of the convention. Gangnam Market is also on the back there too. And this one is pretty nifty. This one says, if found, please return to ConOps/security. And all I just basically have on the back here is just my name and my pronouns, Alex, he, him. Okay, guys, before I start showcasing you guys the stuff of what I collected at the convention, I might as well give you guys an early heads up. Everything in this haul is going to be sort of like randomized, so if things seem out of order, I'm sorry, please forgive me, just basically bear with me. And I'm going to start at what is at the tippy top, and that is none other than autographs. I have been fortunate to collect 2 this year. Okay, so the first autograph is from Alexis Tipton. And for a long time, I've always wanted to meet her because I've seen Sekirei and I've seen Rosario Vampire, and I'm not entirely too sure what else I've seen her in. Of course, Data Live. How could I forget Data Live, dude? So I wanted to get her autograph as Mocha Akashiya because I've been a really big fan of Rosario Vampire for a very long time. And on here, she signs on here, Alex, can I have some blood, please? Alexis Tipton, Mocha. And if you guys want to see a picture of us, here it is right here. Yeah, as you can tell, she is a warm, gentle person, and she was really cool to talk to. And I asked her, out of all the roles that you have played, which one would you say is your absolute favorite? And she says, well, to be honest with you, Alex, I have a lot of favorite roles, but if I had to pick the one that I had the most fun with, I would have to go with Mocha. And I said, I figured as much. Next is an autograph from Brittany Karbowski. And out of all the voice actors that were there at Anime Magic this year, Brittany Karbowski was the one that I recognized for the most works because I have seen a lot of her works before in the past. She was Black Star in Soul Eater. She was Migi in Parasite. She was Icarus from, of course, Soto no Toshimono, aka Heaven's Lost Property. She was also Ravel from High School DxD, but unfortunately, when I was going to get her autograph, I didn't see Ravel on the table. Rhymes. Anyways, but Brittany Karbowski was indeed the one that I recognize the most because of like all of her works that I've seen her in. And I decided to go with Icarus, as y'all can see. And she signs on here, Alex, yes, master, Icarus. Brittany Karbowski, hugs and kisses. Yeah, she was absolutely friendly, just like how Alexis Tipton was. And I basically told her how grateful I am that it felt to finally meet her because I've known her for her works for a very long time. And she actually said, yes, master, in Icarus's voice, but I had to lean in a little bit closer so I can hear her because A, it's loud as fuck in that convention, and B, you have to remember that Icarus is a kudere, so I had to lean in a little bit closer to hear her loud and clear, and oh my god, she still has it, man. She still has it. I am one lucky man of culture indeed. I actually showed my good friend, the Metal Maniac, the Mocha autograph, and needless to say, he was a little jealous because he actually is very fond of Rosario Vampire himself. All right, next up are some posters that I got from the Artist Alley. So their deal was buy two, get the third one free, and the third one will blow your mind. Y'all ready for this? Okay, so first and foremost, I have this really dope-ass picture of Springtrap right here. And as you can see, there is the fire in Fazbear's Fright, and everybody knows who has played Five Nights at Freddy's 3 before will know that Phone Dude says that the fire is indeed a real risk at Fazbear's Fright.
Like the attraction opens in like a week, so we had to make sure everything works and nothing catches on fire.
Next up, I have K-Pop Demon Hunters. I'm really obsessed with that movie, just like how everybody else is around the world. I actually watched this movie with a couple of my best friends not that long ago at all, and it is so goddamn good. It's really funny, and guess what? We're getting a sequel soon, so I'm excited for that whenever it comes out. I don't know if it's going to be coming out in 2026 or maybe 2 years later in 2028. I guess we'll have to wait and see, but either or, I really love this picture here with all the girls, and they just look absolutely nice, as they always do. And finally, I saved the best one for last. So like I said before, the deal was buy two, get the third one for free. Which one did I get for free? Well, it is none other than... boom! -1 Goji, baby. Yeah! That one's actually my personal favorite out of all the bunch because you guys already know how much of a Godzilla super fan that I am. Oh, that looks so good because Godzilla is just basically right on their tail. It's just so good. So good. Next up, I have a pixelated Charizard here, and what was really cool is before the con started, this guy was just basically walking around seeing if anybody wanted some pixelated Pokemon, and of course I said, yeah, I'll bite. What do you got in there? And he says, I have all 151 original classics. I'm like, ooh, that's what I'm talking about. And of course, to keep every attendee happy, he had to make multiple, so I had to go ahead and choose my favorite Pokemon of all time. That is my boy Charizard, because I love dragons. And he was a really kind attendee, and I hope he's back again next year if I attend next year. All right, next up, we have one of many figurines. I have a figurine of my Shiranui. This is my very first King of Fighters figure, and I actually got this on Sunday for $80 because you can't beat those Sunday deals. And this is from the KOF game King of Fighters 98. And I absolutely love, and I do mean love, the details on not only this figure but the box in general. I almost feel bad that I'm going to be unboxing this thing, but since this is indeed a figure slash statue, you gotta unbox it at some point because, like, look at the details on that box, man. It's just absolutely beautiful. The back is beautiful. That side art is beautiful with the whole entire friggin' roster. Oh my god. Oh, I feel bad that I'm gonna unbox this, but what can you do? All right, speaking of Sunday deals, these are the last items I got at the Artist Alley. They are a couple of portraits. I have a shiny portrait of Sub-Zero from Mortal Kombat. Very, very cool. I cannot wait to put these on my wall. It's going to look absolutely stunning. And the last thing that I got on Sunday from the Artist Alley is, of course, another portrait. And it is the one and only Hello Kitty. I would have to say the Hello Kitty one is my personal favorite because you guys already know how much I fuck with Hello Kitty. Absolutely beautiful. All right, the next item is indeed from the Artist Alley. Once again, this is what I got on Saturday. This is an item that I unfortunately have to censor because, after all, this is YouTube. I'm sorry. That's just basically how it works. Don't hate the player, hate the game. It is a very sexy acrylic stand of Rhea Scremery. And I actually follow the artist on Instagram. Same thing goes with the artist who gave me those beautiful portraits of Sub-Zero and Hello Kitty. And he does an amazing job, like, designing waifus, and I just immediately had to go with the hottest waifu in all of anime, and of course, my number one waifu of all time, Rhea Scremery. And he even does debit card stickers, so now I have a Rhea Scremery debit card officially. I'm not going to show my debit card because I do not want anybody tracking me down. But yeah, I absolutely love this acrylic stand, and I do hope he comes back to Anime Magic if I attend again, or if I attend ASIN again, I hope he's there too, because these are really, really nicely done, and he also does portraits as well. The most recent artwork that he's done is, of course, Makima from Chainsaw Man. I think he said to me that he did that because the Chainsaw Man movie is coming out real soon, and I look forward to seeing that on the big screen real soon, too. All right, next up, I have a whole bunch of nerdy magnets for my refrigerator. I've basically developed a unhealthy obsession for magnets as of late, especially the nerdy ones, because another good friend of mine does the same thing on his refrigerator. Anyway, so we have a Silent Voice. We have Monster Musume. Satoshi Kon's 1997 directorial debut film, Perfect Blue. And also, speaking of Perfect Blue, on October the 3rd, there's going to be a 4K re-release of Perfect Blue on the big screen. I am really excited. I do not want to fucking miss that. Among Us, yeah, that magnet's kind of sus, don't you think? K-pop Demon Hunters, because of course. Best Girl Power. I almost said My Dress Up Darling. What the hell? This is the Future Diary. I am sorry. Oh, God. Of course, I had to get my personal favorite anime of all time, Akira. And last but most certainly not least, the most lovable badass in all of anime, Afro Samurai, played by the most lovable badass, Samuel L. Jackson. Next up, I have two awesome figurines from these amazing guys, so I have to give them a shout out. 1 second. They are called Beasts from the East Collectibles, and they have a large variety of stuff. They have kaiju stuff, they have tokusatsu stuff, they have anime stuff, of course, and a whole bunch of other cool stuff in between. I actually follow them on Instagram, so if you want to see what type of stuff they sell, please follow them on Instagram. I highly recommend it, and you will not be disappointed. All right, so first and foremost, what I got from them is Eva Unit 2. This is the Eva unit that Asuka pilots, and since I'm a really big Neon Genesis Evangelion fan, since I recently saw it this year, since I picked it up on DVD not that long ago at all, I am going to be collecting Evangelion stuff in the foreseeable future. So I just wanted to have this as my first piece of memorabilia, and it looks really, really cool. Really, really cool indeed. I also want to see if they have, like, the main Eva unit and some other Eva units, and maybe even some angels. Hell, maybe even some of the characters in the show. Oh my god, I'm nerding out so much right now, it's not even funny. Yeah, I absolutely love this. So goddamn cool. And last, but most certainly not least, from Beasts of the East Collectibles, I have a Shin Godzilla because me and my girlfriend actually recently saw the 4K re-release of Shin Godzilla. She's slowly but surely getting into the Japanese side of the Godzilla franchise. And I remember just having a good time, and she just basically just could not stop making fun of how ugly Shin Godzilla's first form is, and she just basically just goes, "Babe, even though this wasn't one of my favorites in regards to the Japanese Godzilla films, but I do have to say I had myself a wonderful time with you," and that's what it's all about. That is indeed what it's all about. It doesn't matter if like the movie is shit. All that matters is that you have a good time with your partner. And the funny thing is, both her and I actually gave Shin Godzilla the same score because I haven't seen this movie since 2016 when I was fresh out of high school. And I still stand by what I originally gave it when I first saw it back in 2016. 8.5. It still stands that way as the 4K re-release, 8.5. And my girlfriend also gave it the same score, 8.5 out of 10. Alright guys, we are almost done. The second to last thing is indeed a Funko Pop. This is a Funko Pop of the Winged Dragon of Ra. Finally do I get this in my collection because for the longest time I've had Obelisk the Tormentor and Slifer the Sky Dragon because as many of you all recall when I was doing videos during the pandemic, I got those in my very first mail haul. And the Winged Dragon of Ra came out, I think, 2 years later, if I remember correctly. I'm not entirely too sure, but I do remember when that news dropped that the Winged Dragon of Ra was officially coming. I said, yes, finally! But back in the day, I didn't really have a lot of money to purchase the Winged Dragon of Ra. And now, fast forward 5 years later, since I've already had Obelisk and Slifer in my collection for the longest time, I finally get the Winged Dragon of Ra at Anime Magic. So I finally have all three Egyptian gods. I am so happy. I am one happy Blurtaku indeed. And here we go. Oh, perfect fit. Yeah. Woo. All three Egyptian gods, Obelisk the Tormentor, Slifer the Sky Dragon, and the Winged Dragon of Ra. My Egyptian gods, combine now for infinite power! I am like a kid in the candy store right now. I'm feeling so giddy. Oh my god. Do they look beautiful or do they look beautiful? Yeah. Welcome to the collection, Winged Dragon of Ra. You've been long overdue, but hey, better late than never. Alright guys, I saved the best item for last. Y'all ready for this? Okay, so you guys already know that I'm very fond of fighting games. I've been a huge fan of them for a very long time. So, how do I satisfy that need? Not only do I play the games constantly, but I also collect items related to some of my favorite fighting games. And this is the item that I picked up at Anime Magic. Here it is. So one of my all-time favorite franchises is Street Fighter. What do you think this is? I'll have you take a guess. Yes, it is a figurine. All right, time's up. I'm not going to tease you any longer. I have a Lights and Sounds figure of Dhalsim here. That is just absolutely epic. Yeah. So that is the front. That is the back. And here is what the figure looks like here is what the figure looks like inside. So be on the lookout for a future unboxing video of this figure. Will I also unbox my Shiranui on my YouTube channel? I don't know. I haven't decided yet. But either way, I know this is definitely going to be a must, without a doubt. This comes from this company called Big Boys Toys, and I have always wanted their figures for the longest time, and I hear they are absolutely excellent. This is my very first Street Fighter figure from them, and I hope to get more sometime in the near future. Who I'm going to be tracking down next? Well, I will let fate decide that. I definitely want to get Chun-Li at some point. I definitely get my boy Ryu, and so much more other stuff in between. Alright, you guys, so that was my Anime Magic haul. If you guys have a favorite item that I showcased in today's video, let me know in the comment section down below. And this just about wraps things up for today's video, you guys. If you guys liked today's video, give it a like. If you guys have anything to say about today's video, give it a comment. Don't forget to subscribe and ring that notification bell to be notified on future nerdy videos when they release. You guys already know who I am. I'm Anime Warlord. Stay nerdy, stay safe out there, have a great day, have a great evening, whatever your time zone may be, and always remember to take care of yourselves, and I'll see you guys again in the very next video. Peace out. Yoga Flame!